Pete Cowen is one of the game's most respected swing coaches who's been working with some of the game's top players for over 20 years. His list of clients is long and lucrative. But as well as working with the top tour pros, he has golf academies worldwide, including at a site near his hometown in South Yorkshire. Over the years, many top names have travelled to Rotherham to seek his advice, and Pete's team of coaches implement his philosophy while he's off following his players on tour. He travels a lot, but when he has a week off, he spends time here.
Last year was 32 weeks I was away, so not very often, and when I'm back I'm here most of the time. I live here, half an hour away, and I've got an affinity with the place. You know, I'm a Sheffield Wednesday fan. Unfortunately, they're not very good at the moment, but you'll still always be a fan. So my roots are here, and you know, I enjoy the north of England. I water the turf quite a lot. I go and hit balls, and I go and listen to, you know, the guys teach, and they come in and ask me questions, like all the coaches, if they've got any questions. Basically, go behind the bar and pull a few pints for the clients, as simple as that, really.
The academy is very much a family business, and most of his family work at the site. For the team of coaches based there, putting time and effort into local junior programs is a big priority, and something Pete is adamant about.
Junior program's great. Saturday morning, full of kids, great. Nick runs tournaments for the kids, normal tournaments, and then he has the majors, the 4 majors that he runs every year, and the kids love that. So he's encouraging kids to get involved in golf. He encourages the parents to be there, you know, so we're trying to get people involved in golf, otherwise this game is going to die.
Over recent times, though, the academy has been blighted by crime. Thieves and break-ins are a regular occurrence, making the site a struggle to run. A disused area bordering the range is to blame, but after writing to the local council and even the Prime Minister, Pete is yet to have any offer of help.
Over the last year we've had seven break-ins, really. They stole the lead off the roof to start with. They went in through the roof, trashed the place. They went in through the back window there and trashed the place again and stole everything that they could. They've been and stolen the balls off the range. They actually collected 10,000 balls off the range and then took them away. Where they've gone, I have no idea. And you know, if they worked as hard as that at a normal job, they'd make money.
So has the frustration made him think about packing it all in?
It does, but I'm not going to. You know, and I say, because I've put so much effort into it, and as I said, I've probably spent £1.5 million, which the players have paid me over the years for the success out on tour. After tax, that's money after tax. It's not invested, it's money after tax in this place, and I probably wouldn't get, I know I wouldn't get a quarter of that back. So it's a massive loss, and you know, you've given the local community a lovely facility, and you know, it's just cost you a fortune. It's a labour of love, really.
Despite this, Pete and his team are still trying to improve the academy with new short game and distance control areas as they aim to continue developing local talent. Pete was a European Tour player and a club pro before rising to be one of the most knowledgeable coaches in the game, and he still works with many of the world's best. Now he's been there and seen it all before, what still drives him?
I don't play golf anymore, but I hit golf balls to see whether there's a better way, and that's what really motivates me. The motivation to get up every morning now is still, even though I coach all the top players, is there's got to be a better way of doing it. And that's what I believe in coaching, and I believe in everything. There's always a better way, and that's what makes you get up. You've got to find it. I might never find it, but it won't stop me trying. They said, would you do an instructional in Korea? And I said, yeah, I would. And they said, all right, yeah, great. I said, but I want $1 million. And they said, $1 million? I said, well, if I'm going to give my information away, it's going to cost you $1 million. And they said, well, why is that? I said, because Henrik Stenson's probably paid me $1 million over the years. You know, so if it's worth $1 million to him, it's worth $1 million to somebody else, and probably the Koreans. So, and then I said, well, it'll go up $100,000 a week if you don't accept it. I've not heard back from them. So it's quite interesting, that. But if it's worth $1 million to somebody, it's worth $1 million to somebody else.
The players Peter's coached have won more than 200 main tour victories and 3 major championships. Darren Clarke and Lee Westwood were some of his first clients in the 90s. Since then, there have been many other success stories. Louis Oosthuizen and Graham McDowell both won majors, not to mention FedEx winner Henrik Stenson, who he's worked with since he was 19 years old. So, what does the future hold?
There's no point in resigning. I wouldn't know what to do, unfortunately. I wouldn't know what to do. And my wife certainly doesn't want me at home all the time. We often say that I've been married 40 years there, but my wife says, well, the only reason we've been married 40 years is because we've only lived together for 3. So I've only been there 3 years. So she's probably right, actually.
Pete loves a joke, but he wasn't joking when he said he likes to get behind the bar.
It's a good pint, this, isn't it, Phil? Yeah, I don't think Henrik will drink that because he never touches beer. Cheers.